Honorable Minister of State for Education, the Honorable Peter Wang, Ministers present, Members of Parliament present, our late brother Cedric, led by the Honorable Francis Babu, the Federation heads, Secretaries General here present, most behind me, and all of you friends of our brother Cedric. Thank you for coming to this event where we pay tribute to our fallen brother. I will read the tribute of Uganda Tennis Association, but it is also a tribute read on behalf of all sports organizations here in Uganda. And before I proceed, of course, when you talk about leaders of sports organizations, we recognize the presence of Madame Beatrice Aikoru, the Secretary General of Uganda Olympic Committee. We recognize the IOC member, Mr. William Blake, who is here with us, whom you later hear from. So we are all very highly represented as sports organizations. We, my friends of tennis and indeed all the sports fraternity in Uganda, have been greatly saddened by the demise of our brother Cedric. We send our condolences first to the family of the late Cedric, Honorable Babu, Mama Olive Kigongo, and all of you members of the family. Please accept our most sincere and deep condolences on this tragedy. As a boy, Cedric picked up a tennis racket, and with great talent, passion, and effort, he launched his tennis journey many years ago. Trophies soon followed, and he proudly represented our country. He participated in many tournaments as a junior player and also as a senior player. And in all those competitions, he was a top-seeded player representing Uganda. He played junior tennis here in the region and elsewhere. He represented us in Davis Cup tennis here and elsewhere, and also played junior tennis, college tennis rather, in the United States, where at some point he was studying. When he hung up his rackets, he bravely stepped into the leadership mantle of Uganda Tennis Federation, where he served as Secretary General from 2004 to 2008, and later as President from 2011 to 2023. I had the privilege of working with Cedric as Secretary General from 2018, and he handed over the mantle of leadership of UTA in 2023. I had a brief telephone chat with Cedric around the 5th of May. I asked him how he was in Nairobi. He said he was for a moment out of hospital and should be back in Uganda in about 2 weeks. Sadly, it did not happen. Cedric took over the leadership of tennis in Uganda when the game was struggling with international obscurity and isolation due to Uganda's suspension by the International Tennis Federation. As president, he worked tirelessly for the lifting of that suspension, which was achieved in 2018 with, of course, great assistance from the National Council of Sports. We thank you very much, Dr. Ogwell, for ensuring that Uganda is readmitted into the International Tennis Federation, ITF. Following the lifting of the suspension, Cedric regularly attended many meetings at the international level, annual general meetings of the International Tennis Federation, annual general meetings of the Confederation of African Tennis, and other engagements in the region and internationally on behalf of Uganda tennis. In those fora, he tirelessly advocated for the development of tennis in Uganda and indeed in the region. Under his leadership, as the Secretary General has mentioned, the General Secretary has mentioned, of NCS, Uganda applied for and was granted rights to host a number of tournaments here, accredited by the International Tennis Federation and the Confederation of African Tennis. And this included Davis Cup, features, and junior tournaments, which were hosted here at Lugogo Stadium and also at Kampala Club. And of course, we regularly held our flagship tournaments, the Uganda Open tournaments. For more than a decade, therefore, Cedric was synonymous both locally and internationally with Uganda tennis. His passion for and unwavering dedication to tennis as a player, administrator, and a tennis parent is the great legacy that he leaves with us, his tennis brothers and sisters, and indeed, the entire sports fraternity. With the torch of leadership passed on, Cedric took on another task of a tennis parent, supporting the budding career of his son, Cillian in Lima. And it was during this parental endeavor that he was taken ill in Kigali a few weeks back. Cillian, I know I have met you a couple of times in competitions, sometimes with your dad. Your dad has departed this world, but your sports journey has not ended. We will continue to support you to the fullest flower of your abilities. Because of his outstanding involvement in tennis, nationally and internationally, we have received many condolence messages. We have received a condolence message from the International Tennis Federation President, which I am not fit to read. It will be read by IOC member William Blake later. We have received a condolence message from the President of the Confederation of African Tennis, Mr. Jean-Claude Talon. In the interest of time, I'm not going to read it. We have received a condolence message from the Zone 4 President of Tennis, Madam Wanjiru Karani. Again, I'll not read it. And many other messages from as far as Morocco and our neighboring tennis bodies in Rwanda, in Burundi, in Tanzania, and elsewhere. That shows the kind of influence Cedric had in African tennis. So, finally, thank you very much, my brother Cedric, for your immense contribution to tennis. You will be dearly missed by the tennis fraternity in Uganda, internationally, and indeed the entire sports fraternity here in Uganda.